it's like when things like this happen, right? You go, how safe is it really? Confirmed that the 23-year-old victim was discovered in a room of an abandoned chapel on the island. You got to look out for the guys driving up to you wearing a helmet and riding on the back of someone's bike, and you never know because that's how everyone rides in the Philippines. Hey guys, welcome back to the Black Filipino TV. Now, I want to talk about this news. It's sad news. A foreigner was fatally pow-powed in the Philippines. And the reason why I say pow-powed is because you can't, this is still YouTube, and you can't be graphic. Even though YouTube made some recent changes, you can't be graphic and say, oh, you know, K-word, and you can't use those certain words, but I'm going to read a little bit about what happened, but it was sad. The guy was in his mid-50s, and he was federally pow-powed in front of his girlfriend. Now, it's a sad situation. It can happen. You never know when it can happen. That's why, no matter what, when you're in the Philippines, you have to be very careful. And also, I'm not sure that's what happened in the story. I didn't read the story yet, but hopefully, I hope he didn't be a nuisance. What I mean by nuisance is being one of those guys. Oh, I know what I'm talking about, or always trying to be right, because when you're like that way and you have that foreign attitude, I know I had it before. Even in the Philippines, I did. I was a knucklehead before. But when you have that attitude, things can happen, and things like this can happen. So let's read. A Boston man was mugged and fatally shot in front of his destroyed partner while vacationing in the Philippines, on the same crime-ridden island where a young American YouTuber was abducted last year. So his name was Mr. I'm not going to go into his name, but he was gunned down by a helmet-wearing perp in the town of Trento on Wednesday night while he was withdrawing roughly $800 cash from an ATM, according to local cops. So yeah, it wasn't a situation to where, he had a know-it-all attitude or was giving a hard time, because he was taken down by one of the guys. And my wife told me about this all the time. You got to look out for the guys driving up to you wearing a helmet and riding on the back of someone's bike. And you never know, because that's how everyone rides in the Philippines. It's kind of like a draw, like bad luck, wrong place, wrong time. Something like that happened to him. But the suspect jumped out of an SUV just as his partner, a Filipino native, had put the wads of money inside their bag, police said. So the armed suspect, wearing a helmet and mask, jumped out of an SUV, confronted him and his partner. The robber snatched the bag containing the cash before firing a shot into his stomach and fleeing the scene. Now, if you took the bag, why did you fire the shot? You should have just bolted off. I'm sure he was a heavy-set guy, right? Just take it, run, dash, and leave. Leave with the cash. Why did you have to shoot him? That's the thing. It's sad. And this is a guy who's a degenerate, not thinking. And it's one of those things, you just never know when it can happen to you. It's weird. But it says this. Tornea recounted the horrifying moment to authorities, saying the suspect initially greeted him before suddenly pulling out a gun. That's crazy. She said, while we were withdrawing, an SUV drove up next to us and a man stepped out. I was taken aback when I saw he was pointing a gun at us. So the armed suspect warned my partner not to move. I couldn't do anything. Of course, imagine that feeling, you got a gun on you. Like, a lot of times you say, oh, I'm going to act like this, I'm going to react like that, but then you never know until you're in that situation and you're facing that, right? It's scary. Now, she said my entire body felt numb and I dropped to the ground. She said the man grabbed the bag from her and then she heard the gunshot. A devastating tornado cradled his lifeless body in the street until police reached the spot. The 56-year-old was rushed to the hospital when he was pronounced dead after a short while. Local authorities are actively investigating the incident. And I say this, like, if there's any cameras, if anybody's seen anything, let the police know. If there are any Filipinos out there protecting this guy, let the police know. I'm sure the cash, if he's getting money from ATM, right? What is it, maybe tops? What can you get from a bank? Okay, what's the top money you can get from a bank, okay? Usually. What's the highest amount?
From the bank?
Yeah, from like a certain provider. Like, what's the highest amount from any provider? I know BPI was at 20,000. Like
50,000.
So 50,000. So it is a lot in the Philippines, but still, for $1,000.
No, but you can withdraw 3 times. So if one withdrawal is like 20,000.
Yeah, one withdrawal 20,000. So I'm saying the reason why I said that is, say if the man kept withdrawing to pay something off, which he probably didn't. So what did you get? If it was BPI, it was 20,000. If it was another bank, 10,000. Like, what are we doing here? But that's what happened. So it says the tragedy occurred on the same island where the 26-year-old YouTuber Elliot Eastman from Vermont was kidnapped last October. Eastman, who had recently married, was taken from his in-laws' home and remains missing. So yeah, man, these things happen. And it's sad. It's nothing anyone could have done about that. The only thing that can be done now is someone knows what happened and turn the person in, right? It just boggles my mind how the man just shoots somebody like that. It's like he did it. He's done it before, right? Like, you have it in your heart, just and then dart off. Be careful out there, guys. Now, guys, I got to tell you about another story. This recently happened in Boracay. It was in March as well. Now, a woman who's Slovakian was actually at a wedding in Boracay, right? And here's what happened. It says the Slovak national found, so she wasn't only, she was unalive, right? Found unalive in Boracay. Appeared to have been sexually abused and suffered blunt force trauma to the head, police reported on Monday. So, Philippine National Police Public Information Office Chief Randolph Tuneo confirmed that the 23-year-old victim was discovered in a room of an abandoned chapel on the island. That's crazy. So, Tuano said the Philippine authorities were coordinating with the consulate of the Slovak Republic and the Philippines regarding the case. According to an earlier report from the Police Regional Office 6, Western Visayas, the victim, who had been reported missing on March 10th, was found unalive 2 days after inside the abandoned chapel at Zone 3, Barangay Balabag, Malaytown. It says when police responders arrived at the scene, they found the unclothed, decomposing body of a woman. The Malay police took 2 persons in interest into custody, while 9 witnesses provided statements to authorities, Tuano said in a media briefing at Camp Crane. The victim, identified as Michaela Makova, had arrived on Boracay Island on March 1st to attend the wedding of a Filipino friend. That's crazy. She went there to attend a wedding. And it's wild because when I think of a wedding, I'm thinking weddings usually they bring birth, they bring life, right? Because after the person gets married, they have children. So we got life about to come into the world, a marriage, a new union, and then someone's life taken. That's so tragic. She had been staying at a local resort, a popular destination for tourists. Police said Boracay was safe despite Makova's death. Now, this is wild because it's like when things like this happen, right? You go, how safe is it really? And it's crazy because things have been calmed down recently over the years. Things haven't been as crazy, but you see now, and both happened within the span of a month. And I'm sure there's more happen, which I'm going to look into that. But yeah, things are happening here. They said it's in Tagalog. I have my wife read this. Okay, read this. It says, this is the first time.
This is the first time, saka hindi naman talaga nangyayari. She said, this is the first time. So, oh no, they're translating it. She said, this is the first time. And then they said, saka hindi naman talaga nangyayari. Meaning, this is not happening all the time. So that's why they said, this is the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Wala naman talagang ganitong mga pangyayari. They translating it in English.
Okay.
So she said, this is not something that really happens there. So it's often, it's not happening all the time in Boracay, in that location. So they were like, it's like, what do you call in the case? Like it's not happening all the time.
It's
I forgot the word for that.
I forgot the word for it too.
But so they're trying to say that it's safe in Boracay because this is not happening all the time. That's what they're trying to say.
Yeah. It says there was no similar incidents in the past. This is the first time. Yeah, man. It doesn't happen all the time. It happened this time. And it's sad, man. It's sad that this happened. She wasn't American, but still, she's a human, right? And still, people care. Like, I don't know her. I don't know her from Adam. But anybody passes, it's hurting, right? Like, I don't love her, but just knowing she's a person, of course. If anyone passed and I didn't know them, like say if somebody right here passes right now, I would be heartbroken, right? So for this lady, I'm heartbroken as well. And that's just one of those things. But do I know the Philippines to be safe? I'll tell you how I feel about the Philippines. I've been out here for 10 years now. Actually, going on 10 years. It'll be my 10th year in November. And I've never bumped into any situations where I've been in danger. Is it because I'm living in Manila? I don't think it's just that. I think it's just the love. You guys know, I show the love all the time. The hospitality. All of those things you get from the Philippines. It's a heartwarming place, right? And they make you feel that way. So don't look at these things happening to say, oh, the Philippines is dangerous. Oh, I can't trust the Philippines. And usually that's why I don't usually talk about these things. Or I've stopped talking about them because you guys will go, oh, the Philippines is so bad. Should I go there? These things are happening in Thailand, most likely more. More crime happens in many other countries, but it happens here. Now I gotta say this. There's no perfect place under the sun until you make it to heaven. Until you make it to the Almighty Creator, that's when you'll be fine. But I just want to end the video on this note. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for listening to me speak. I appreciate you guys for listening to my beautiful wife speak. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And may you continue to follow me. And may we continue to make beautiful videos for you. Not just beautiful videos, but videos, good videos for you. Whether it's bad or good, I'm going to keep it coming. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Peace out. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like my content, go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And there you can buy me a coffee or you can book a consultation with me. I have consultations for a very small fee. At the bottom of this video, you'll see thanks there. You can give thanks and make sure your comment is highlighted, and you can give a small donation that way as well. Guys, in the description, you'll see other videos of my other content that's great as well. So you can be sure to watch my other content there. Thank you for watching. See you next video.